There's one thing that should make you run if you're talking to a lawyer about a nursing home fall case, and I'm going to tell you what it is and why. My name is Barry Doyle, and I'm a lawyer in Skokie handling nursing home abuse and neglect cases throughout the state of Illinois. Cases involving falls are one of the main kinds of nursing home cases we handle, and as sure as I'm sitting here, I can tell you this: nursing home fall cases are not slip and fall cases. And if you're dealing with a lawyer who refers to a fall at a nursing home as a, quote, slip and fall case, you should run in the other direction as fast as your legs will carry you, because that's a sure sign that he doesn't know what he's talking about. When we talk about a slip and fall case, we're talking about the kind of fall that results from something being on the floor at the grocery store or a defect in the sidewalk. There's something about the environment that causes you to fall. And in fact, in a slip and fall case, if you can't prove what caused you to fall, you lose your case. And that's not the same as a nursing home fall case. One of the really common reasons that people end up in a nursing home is that they're weak after an illness or a surgery and are in the nursing home for rehab. Or sometimes they have a series of chronic conditions where they're not safe to be at home by themselves. Either way, one of the basic commitments that the nursing home makes to you is that they're going to do what's necessary to keep your mother or father safe. Many nursing home residents have physical issues which leave them prone to falling, and one of the jobs of the nursing home is to help prevent those falls. And why is it so important for nursing homes to prevent falls? One reason is that nursing homes already have physical frailties that leave them vulnerable to serious injuries even after so-called minor falls. And the other reason is that it's well known in the nursing home industry that falls tend to beget more falls. This is so important that federal regulations provide that nursing homes are required to provide supervision and assistance necessary to prevent accidents, and that includes falls. So, how are nursing homes supposed to prevent falls? There's a standard process in the nursing home industry called the care planning process, and there are 6 steps to it. Step 1 is called the assessment, and this is where the staff assesses the risks to the health and well-being of the resident. And one of the standard assessments is a fall risk assessment. Step 2 is the care plan, and this is a series of steps that are supposed to be taken day to day, shift to shift. They're supposed to be tailored to the specific risk factors that the resident has. Step 3 is that the care plan has to be communicated to the people charged with carrying it out. Step 4 is that the care plan actually has to be implemented. Step 5 is that the effectiveness of the care plan has to be evaluated on an ongoing basis. And step 6, it has to be revised if it proves to be ineffective in practice or the care needs of the resident change. And there's room for failure all along the way that can result in falls, which produce unnecessary injuries and death for nursing home residents. For example, you can have a bad assessment which underestimates the resident's fall risk. You can have a bad care plan, one which doesn't really include the steps which are necessary to prevent injury to the resident. And you can have a good assessment and good care plan, but what if it's never really communicated to the people who are supposed to carry it out? You can also have a simple failure to execute on an otherwise good care plan, and then you can have no one paying attention to whether the care plan is really effective. And finally, you can have a care plan that no longer fits the needs of the resident because it hasn't been revised. When you're handling a nursing home fall case the right way, all of these questions are the basic questions a lawyer should be asking, and not the kind of questions you would even think about in a quote-unquote slip and fall case. And that's why when a lawyer starts talking about a slip and fall case involving a fall at a nursing home, it's time to run. If you think this was helpful and interesting, check out this one here.